Good morning, students. Today I am going to take History Unit 7 Anti-Colonial Movements and the Birth of Nationalism. The continuation. Listen here carefully, students. Yesterday, peasant uprisings. The leaders were opposed to the British English East India Company. Yesterday I told you. Today, peasants uprising. Listen here carefully. In the 19th century, the peasants were uprised against the British. The British people were levied more and more tax on peasants. The peasants want to pay more and more money to the English East India Company. So peasants were angry against the British. So all the peasants joined together and against the British till the British rule in India. Farazi movements. Farazi movements was started by Haji Sharatullah in 1818. Haji Sharatullah in 1818. Farazi movement was started. Farazi movement was started by Haji Sharatullah in 1818. He continued the Farazi movement after the death of Haji Sharatullah in 1839. His son Dudu Min continued the Farazi movement. Dudu Min was one of the powerful, and he called all the peasants. All the peasants were joined together, and Dudu Min insisted, emphasize on egalitarian nature. All are equal, particularly the religion. All are equal in all the religion. He was not a discriminate all the religions. He emphasized on egalitarian nature. He treated equally all the people. He said that land belongs to God. Land belongs to God. The levy tax on land was against the divine law. He said, if the levy tax on land against the divine law. So Dudu Min continued till 1862. In 1862, Dudu Min was died. After the 1862, Naho Min. In 1870, Naho Min continued the Dudu Min's work. Farazi movement. Farazi movement was one of the important one in the history. Wahhabi rebellion in Barasat. Wahhabi rebellion in Barasat emphasized on anti-imperial and anti-landlord movement. Against the landlords and against the anti means against. Against the landlord and against the imperial movement. Imperialism. The Wahhabi rebellion was originated in 1827. Wahhabi rebellion in Barasat was originated in 1827 in Barasat region in Bengal. Barasat region in Bengal. The Wahhabi rebellion in Barasat in the peasant uprising, Titu Mir was the leader of Wahhabi rebellion. He was one of the Islamic preacher. He continued the Wahhabi rebellion in Barasat during that time. Effectively, he did all the works during that time. Tribal uprising. Under the colonial rule, government taken all the tribal areas, particularly the forest areas, under the control of government during that time. All the forest areas under the control of government. These forest areas belong to tribal people. The tribal people lost all the areas, forest areas. The traditional movement were prevented to the tribal people. During that period, the British commercialized all the areas, forest areas, particularly the forest areas commercialized by the British. So after that, the disintegration of the tribal people in forest area, disintegration. It encouraged non-tribal people incursion of these forest area. Commercial purpose. Many non-tribal people came to forest area. Particularly money lenders, traders, land grabbers and contractors. The non-tribal people came to the forest area. So, non-tribal people, tribal people were affected a lot. So, the loss of Adivasi land during that time, in that area. Adivasi land were lost by the tribal people. So, after that, the tribal peoples were displacement from the Adivasi area. Coal revolt. In 1831-32, Chota Nagpur and Shingbam area, the coal revolt were started. At present, Jharkhand and Odisha. At present, Jharkhand and Odisha, the coal revolt were started. The leadership of the coal revolts were Bindrai and Singrai. Bindrai and Singrai was the leader of coal. The Raja of Chota Nagpur leased out all the Adivasi land, tribal people area. So, the coals were very angry. Resentment on coals. The Raja of Chota Nagpur, the usure were levied. Usure means interest. More and more interest were levied on peasants, particularly the tribal people. And forcible eviction of tribal people. Forcible eviction of tribal people. They leave from the area, tribal area. So coal was very angry against the Raja of Chota Nagpur. Resentment on coal. Resentment means angry. The coal's initial protest against the Raja of Chota Nagpur. Initial protest was plunder, arson and attacks. Plunder means kollai. Arson means they fire, தீ இடுறது. set fire on the area, set fire on the area, arson, and attacks. The coals initially plunder, arson, and attacks. In the against the people, non-tribal people, followed by killing of money lenders and merchants. Money lenders and merchants were killed by the coals. And after that, tribal leaders adopted varied methods against the non-tribal people. They showed their strength, and the methods are followed by the tribal people were beating drums and warning the non-tribal people to leave from the area. But the coal revolt was suppressed by the British during that time, noted. Students, listen here. Once again, I am going to recall peasant uprising in the 19th century. Peasant uprising were started against the English East India Company. Till the British rule in India, the peasants were fought against the British rule in India. Yes. Next, Farazi movement. Farazi movement was started in 1880, and the leadership of Farazi movement was Haji Sharatullah. Haji Sharatullah. In 1839, Haji Sharatullah was died. After that, Haji Sharatullah's son Dudu Meem continued the Farazi movement. He called all the peasants and emphasized on egalitarian nature. He treated all the peasants were equally treated all the peasants. Egalitarian nature of religion, particularly the religion. He said that land was belonged to God. Dudu Meem said that all the land belongs to God. If anyone levied the tax on this land against the divine law, he said that. Dudu Meem said that. So, in 1862, Dudu Meem was died. After the death of Dudu Meem in 1862, Naho Meem continued the Farazi movement till 1870. Noted. Next, Wahhabi rebellion in Barasat. Wahhabi rebellion in Barasat emphasized on anti-imperial and anti-landlord movements. Anti-imperial and anti-landlord movements. The Wahhabi rebellion was started in 1827 in Barasat region in Bengal. The leader of the Wahhabi rebellion was Titu Mir. He was one of the Islamic preacher, and he continued the Wahhabi rebellion and favor of the peasants during that time, noted. Tribal uprising. Under the colonial rule, government taken direct control over the forest area. All the forest area come under the control of the government. These forest area belonged to tribal people. So tribal people were suffered a lot during that time. The British also commercialized these forest area. So after British commercialized the forest area, the disintegration of the tribal people during that time. Disintegration. Disintegration means udaipattu poradhu. Disintegration of the tribal people. So it encouraged the non-tribal people in the forest area. One by one, the non-tribal people came to forest area for the purpose of commercialize. Money lenders, traders, land grabbers and contractors one by one came to forest area. These forest area belonged to tribal people. The tribal people were suffered a lot. All the Adivasi land goes to non-tribal people and also British. The displacement of the Adivasi land, tribal people against these British people, British English East India Company, and also the non-tribal people noted. Coal revolt. Coal revolt was started in 1831 and 32 in Chota Nagpur region and also Singhbhum region. At present, Jharkhand and Odisha. The leadership of the coal revolt was Bhindrai and Singrai. Bhindrai and Singrai was the leader of the coals. During that time, coal revolt, Raja of Chota Nagpur leased out the lands, all the lands. And also these lands were belonging to tribal people, I already told you. Leased out all the lands and he involved in the usure. Usure means they levied more and more interest in that particular leased out land. Usure. Usure means interest. More and more interest want to pay by the people. The forcible eviction of tribal people, resentment on coals. Resentment on coals. Initially, the tribal people protest against the plunder, arson and attacks. Plunder, kollai, arson, set fire and attacks. And followed by the tribal people joined together and killing of money lenders and merchants. The tribal leaders adopted varied methods of beating drums and other effective works against the non-tribal people and also British people. They requested all the other people, non-tribal people, leave from the forest area, particularly the tribal area. Then the coal revolt was suppressed by the British East India Company. Okay then, see you tomorrow, students.